Welcome to If I'd Only Known, where seasoned online business experts share valuable tips to improve your mindset, increase your revenue, and gain insight on what they would have done if they'd only known what they know now when they started their businesses. And now, your host, Sherri Coffelt.
Hey there, welcome. I am so excited to be here today with Sandy Okamoto, a good friend of mine, a colleague for a long time. Sandy is a style and wardrobe consultant. We all need that, right? She has over 25 years of experience helping women and men create their signature style. She knows what it feels like to have low self-esteem because she didn't always know how to present her best self. Once she learned how to create her signature style by accentuating her assets and camouflaging her challenge areas, we all need that, she felt empowered, energetic, confident, and loved for who she was. Welcome, Sandy.
Hi, Sherri. Thank you so much for this great opportunity. I'm so excited.
Oh, good. Well, I can't wait to hear about this. So, Sandy, I know you approach style from what you call the 3 C's of dressing.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about what's so important about the 3 C's.
Well, it's like baking a cake. That's what I refer it to, because to bake a good cake, you have to have all the right ingredients, correct? Like you
Right.
need sugar, flour, butter, eggs. Well, same thing with dressing. You need some basic items, and that's the 3 C's of dressing that I talk about, that I'm going to talk about today.
I love that. I love that. So let's just dive right in. What's the first C?
The first C is color. And that was the first thing that really changed my life, was just knowing what colors look the best on me, because it can really make a difference as to how you look. It can make you look younger, healthier. Wearing the wrong colors will accentuate all the imperfections in your face, like wrinkles and dark spots, and nobody wants that.
No, yeah, that's for sure.
And it also just uplifts your energy. When I wear the right colors, I feel very energetic and empowered. Yeah.
That's true. It's like, and they talk about, colors have emotions basically. So I can definitely see that. So what would you say are, kind of a couple of tips to bring out our natural colors, or to find our natural colors?
Well, you need to know what colors are your basic, your, like in your skin tone, hair color, and eye color. That's what I base it on.
And how do you find that out?
When I do a color analysis, that's what I'm looking at, is how the colors that I have on my drapes look on you according to your skin undertones. So people are either warm or cool. And that's what I teach them, is how to find the right colors that work best on them.
Yeah. And you do that through a color analysis. Is that a one-on-one kind of service, or how do you do that?
Yes, it's a one-on-one.
Okay.
And many years ago, everybody was getting their colors done. If you're anywhere over 40 or 50, I think you remember that back in the 80s and 90s, everybody was getting their colors done. But it's still relevant. It's so important, because it's the foundation for your wardrobe.
Well, and there's something about just knowing that not only do you know you look good in something, but you feel good in it as well, and having that confidence. That could be your 4th C. That confidence that it gives you when you feel good in what you're wearing is so valuable.
It is.
And not to mention shopping. It's like, if you know what colors are awful for you or what colors are good for you, it's a whole lot easier to go into the store.
Oh, yes. It makes it so much easier to coordinate your wardrobe when you have one palette of colors to shop for.
Right. And probably it makes it a lot cheaper in the long run, because you've you buy things that all mix and match.
That's what I tell myself, but for me, it's not.
Love it. Well, I have to tell you, you are one of those people that I never see you online. I see you all online these days, but I never see you online that you don't look perfectly made up, perfectly, dressed, and ready to perform for any audience. So you're a walking billboard, basically. Okay, so that's the first C.
But I'm wearing from the waist down, though.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, with Zoom, you never know what's waist down. So,
That's
but you
true.
still have to look the part for Zoom, right? So
Yes.
so color is the first C.
For
Tell me
looking.
about the second C.
The second C is cut. So you need to know what cut of clothing looks the best on you. For example, everybody has what I call your assets and your challenge areas. And I call it a challenge area because you feel like there's a solution to it. If you call it a figure flaw, that's very negative. So challenge area is my choice of words to call it. And everybody has those. And you need to know how to dress to camouflage those areas and play up the assets,
Well, that
because we
makes
all
sense.
have assets.
So
Yeah.
give me an example of that. So like what would be a camouflage area and maybe a tactic you would recommend to someone?
So for instance, if you have large hips, then you don't want your jacket to end right at where your hips are, because the eye zooms right in where a
Got it.
horizontal line is. Yeah.
So
And
you
so
go
if
either
you have
higher or lower.
yes, exactly. But if your waist is your challenge area, then you don't want your jacket to end right at your waist, or you don't want to wear a belt or tuck your top in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
and also color, changing color right at a challenge area is also is not very good for you, because then it zooms in on the challenge area.
Okay, that makes sense. It makes sense. See, it's so easy
Mhm.
when you think about it, but we don't think about these things. That's why you're the expert, right? Okay, so color number one, cut number two. What would be the third C then?
The third C is character. So that means expressing your personality in your clothing. And this made a huge difference to me, because I thought since I was petite and short, I had to wear very tiny prints and be very delicate looking. And that wasn't me. It wasn't my personality.
Mm-hmm.
But I always thought that that's how I need to dress, until one of my mentors told me many years ago. She looked at me and she says, "You're dramatic." She says, "You don't need, you shouldn't be wearing those small prints." And when she said that to me, it was kind of a shock, but I realized that she was right. And I started to wear more dramatic and bold things, and it really made a difference. And I felt very comfortable in my clothes.
She gave you permission.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah,
Permission.
very
That's a
cool.
good way to
You
put
know,
it.
I have to share with you too here on this third C. It just reminded me of, you talked about your establishing a personality through your clothing style. I want to share an example of a woman that I love that also expresses her personality for her business through her clothing style. She has a business. Her name's Sandra Collingwood. She's from Monterey, where I lived for 20 years. And she has a carpet cleaning business, kind of a, stayed somewhat, maybe not all that exciting business. But she wears, one of the products that she sells is called Super Spotter. So she wears polka dots.
Oh, how
Everything
cute.
she wears, I mean, literally 7 days a week, you never see the woman going to the grocery store or going to a networking event or speaking on stage without something in her outfit that is polka dot. And it has
So that's
become kind
her.
of her signature, her signature style for her business when it
Yeah.
comes to her clothing.
Yeah.
So I think that that's just kind of made me think about it when you're talking about character, that it can be character for ourselves and our personality, and also character for our business, since a lot of the listeners are thinking about their business. Same thing with color. If your color for your brand is a good color for you, and in the first C about color, then wear your brand colors and bring your business into
Yeah.
your signature style as well. Do you have clients that do that a lot?
Yes, I do. Yeah. And also the colors that around in your environment too. If they're colors that look good on you, if you feel good in those colors, to have them in your house is really good too, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. I'm curious, Sandy, what do you think changes when your clients get clear on the right colors for them, the right cut for them, the right character for them? What changes in the way that they show up, if you will?
Well, it gives them so much confidence and self-esteem. That's what it did for me personally. I mean, like I said, um, I had very low self-esteem before, and I used to dress in all the wrong colors, all the wrong cuts, and like I said, I dressed very not my personality. So, you know, it really makes a difference in a person's outlook, and
Right.
they just feel empowered and just like they can conquer the world when they look their best.
Yeah.
Because people react to you differently too when you look
Yeah.
good.
Confidence just exudes from people. And when it's not there, that also exudes basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
Can
Yes.
you share with us,
Yeah.
like, does anybody come to mind that you've worked with before that you think like epitomizes the transformation that you work with your clients around?
Yeah, I'd say there's a lot of my clients that, you know, they just did like a 180. You would have never thought that they would be that um, self-confident in themselves, you know, but they really turned themselves around, did things that they thought they couldn't do before.
Yeah.
So it just really makes a huge difference in and it's something that's, you know, that you can't buy. It's something that you have to acquire through just believing in yourself, you know, and it's a very powerful thing.
Yeah, I
And
love
I
that. You
wish
can't
more
buy it.
people knew about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Well, Sandy, I know that you have an amazing free gift that you want to offer the listeners. So can you tell us about that, what the offer is?
Yes, I offer a free 30-minute style consultation, and it's by Zoom. So we don't need, you can be anywhere in the world actually. And what I do during this 30 minutes is I just talk to you about, you know, what your concerns are with your wardrobe. And I also will evaluate one outfit for you that you have
Oh,
and
cool. That sounds
give
awesome.
you ideas on maybe how to wear it to work for you, or add something to it.
Cool. I love that. Awesome. So I will put the link to that offer, generous offer from Sandy for a 30-minute style consultation in the show notes. So make sure that you click on that link, get a call on Sandy's calendar. She's amazing. And I know you will be amazed at the support that you get from her. So Sandy, before I let you go, I do have one last question for you. If you had known everything that you know today when you started your business, what would you tell your new entrepreneur self?
To have faith in myself and faith in that I'm around the right path of helping other people. And it's just been a huge dream come true. Like I never thought I would be helping other people, running my own business and helping other people look their best. And it just gives me a lot of joy to do that. There's nothing more satisfying to me to see someone change and have self-confidence in themselves just because of the tips that I gave them. You know, it just gives me chills talking about it right now. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. And you
And
could never done that unless you had the courage to start your own business.
yes, and I have to think, you know, that a lot of people believed in me. This one mentor named Marilyn Drummond, who really believed in me and really coached me and encouraged me. And my mom, she really believed in me. So
Yeah,
I'll
that
never
power
forget
of
that.
mentors is a big one.
Yes.
Absolutely. Very cool. Well, thank you for that insight. I adore you, and I know that everyone listening is going to benefit when they sign up for your 30-minute style consult. So make sure you check the show notes, grab that link, and get on a calendar call with Sandy. Thank you so much for sharing your
Thank
brilliance,
you.
sharing those quick and easy tips for us to show up more powerfully and be more comfortable as we show up in our business and in our personal lives. So thank you very much, Sandy.
Thank you, Sherri. It was an honor.